My diagnosis came at a fairly early age. I was 42, and I just returned from my second space shuttle flight. It was a little bit of a shock when I came downtown the next day and met Dr. Jankovic, and he looked at me for 5 minutes and said, "You got Parkinson's disease."
I've been having symptoms, and I wasn't quite sure what they meant. Finally, I had a diagnosis. I said, it's a relief. I said, finally, I know what I have.
I began to feel as though I had had a stroke, and I was quite concerned about it, but unwilling to discuss it with anyone. Coming out to my coworkers and my two boys who were in college were the hardest decisions I had to make.
Every time I put my hand down on the stick shift, my hand would shake. Well, not having a whole lot of knowledge about Parkinson's, of course, at that time I was in shock because I didn't know if it was terminal, if it was fast action, slow action. I really didn't know anything about it.
I went to a doctor's appointment after having a really bad fall, and he said that he thought that I had Parkinson's. He mentioned that there was an organization called HAPS.
Since 1974, HAPS has been the only organization in the region that provides vital, comprehensive services and education to Parkinson's patients and their families and caregivers free of charge. One of the services sought by many Parkinson's patients is a HAPS support group.
Going to the newly diagnosed session was just vital to me because it gave me an opportunity to meet other people. And today I see these same people that I met on that very first meeting, and we're still communicating on some level.
Same thing with me. I get to exchange ideas, comments, problems that some of my fellow patients have already gone through. And then we can give moral support to each one of us in that meeting.
And I, of course, go to the caregivers class while Mike is in speech therapy and physical therapy. Truly, that is my lifeline to dealing with Parkinson's on a daily basis.
In addition to support groups, HAPS offers over 30 weekly therapeutic exercise groups. Exercise, along with medications, has been proven to improve mobility, flexibility, balance, range of motion, mood, and overall quality of life.
Pull away all the stiffness and rotate. Hold on to the flexibility. And down. And you're going up and down. Ooh, you're hot.
HAPS has been a leader in using dance to improve mobility, beginning with its tango program. Modeled after the pioneering work of the Brooklyn Parkinson Group and the Mark Morris Dance Group, HAPS and the Houston Ballet formed a partnership and present a Dance for Parkinson's group at Houston Ballet facilities.
Right and left, right and left. Side, 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 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
HAPS Parkinson Group gives participants an opportunity to use singing to live piano music as a fun method of exercising and conditioning the lungs and vocal cords. It also contributes to improved speech and swallowing, which can be impaired by Parkinson's disease. HAP's new music therapy program uses participatory music making to facilitate exercise while providing auditory cues that help the brain instruct movement.
Thanks to HAPS, I'm just about into all the programs. When you're diagnosed, you isolate yourself. And this kind of brings back the association with people and dancing and the social part, which is so important, I think.
HAPS also offers several educational programs, including an annual symposium, newly diagnosed program, caregiver conference, and various presentations and workshops throughout the year.
I use HAPS shamelessly as a source of information, and this was my culture of being a research scientist had prepared me for, was to take data and analyze it.
I was able to go to the symposium, and it was like a light bulb came on. And I met so many different wonderful people, all different walks of life, different racial backgrounds, just everybody.
HAPS offers other services that address the challenges of living with Parkinson's for patients and caregivers. And HAPS contracts with the American Red Cross to provide wheelchair-accessible van rides to therapy sites and doctor appointments. But of all the benefits that HAPS brings to our community, the most important have been that HAPS provides support, connection, and inspiration, along with the necessary tools to live life with Parkinson's disease.
I did walk, and I raised close to $1,000. I'm going to be in there, be a drum major for that.
If I see someone in the store, at church, or wherever we may be, and get to talking about things like that, I always ask the question, I know you have some tremors or something. You have Parkinson's? Yes, I do. Do you have a support group? No, I don't. Here's my card, and here's HAP's number, call them.
HAPS has been a beacon in my existence that shows me that there is a way to deal with the imminent future that I have. I can look at the people that are 5 years farther down the road than I am and talk to them and see how they deal with it. And it's not the end of the road, it's just a turn.
You just can't let it get you down. That's my message, is that I have Parkinson's, but it doesn't stop me from doing it. It's not the end of my life, it's another phase of my life.